Recently, I was invited to the Speech and Development Club here at United Airlines to share a message on the power of influencing others. I love speaking to various audiences, and I'm excited to hear your thoughts about what I shared with employees here at United. Thank you for your time, and I can't wait to hear your thoughts. I'm a purpose guy. So if you talk to me, I'm going to challenge you on whether or not you're living your purpose, regardless of the company you work for or the setting you're in. I'm all about walking through, and some people say that's idealistic. I'm like, I don't care. That's just who I am and how I'm wired. I want people to feel that they are their best selves because they're doing what they love every day. And so that's always what I connect it back to. When you're doing your purpose, influence opens doors for you. And you've seen this in settings you've been in. When somebody is not passionate about something, how do they talk about the topic? Right? You don't even like it. You're like, please leave, right? But when you are driven about something, you're passionate about something, your kids, your family, right? Or the things you do at work, or a new project, the place you travel to, you are so motivated and enthusiastic to share it because you know it's connected with who you are and it's ingrained in your sense of self, right? And that's why I wanted to redefine it a little bit, right? So let's talk about what is power. Power is the capacity to affect others. That's really what it is. And the way it's connected to influence is here. Because through power, you're able to gain compliance, all right? If I can influence someone to do something, I now have power. So here are two examples of some influencers. They're actually very good influencers, right? Now, what's the difference? The way we use power determines whether or not it is what? Good or bad, right? So two people who were amazing at influencing, but used it for two distinct reasons. The other thing is, we allow influence to exist, okay? So if you're gonna influence someone, you have to ensure that you know how to go about it, and you can convince them in a way that makes them feel comfortable, and also that allows them to say, I can make that decision. And the last one is the balance of power describes the power relationship. All right, 7 power bases. Okay, how about this one? Do you recognize this gentleman? Who's this? I hope you know who it is. Oh, I see some no's. Anybody heard of Jeff? Right, he's the CEO of United Airlines. If you didn't know, here's your boss. Right. So the legitimate power here. All right, so the higher the person is in status or title, the more power they have to control a group of individuals. This is what basically that says. They have legitimate power or the right to make decisions on behalf of a group. Okay? Expert power. So the more you know, the more influential you are. I put a picture of a pilot here for this very reason, okay? Let's say you have a seasoned pilot who has 30 years of experience under his belt, and you find out that the pilot of your plane has 1 year. Who do you prefer to fly your plane? Who would you follow? It's probably the seasoned pilot, more than likely. Somebody be like, I'll give the guy a chance, the 1 year guy, right? Why would you give the seasoned pilot a chance, but more so than the one who's maybe the 1 year?
More experience.
More experience. And what does that prove? When you have more experience,
he knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing. He can handle chaos, right? If there's situations that are rough, right? So when we look at people who have experience, we tend to feel that they can influence us the best. And that's why we lend them our ability to let them lead as well, okay? How about this one? Reward power. People who give out gifts, recognition, promotions. So I'm more inclined to follow somebody because they're going to allow me to have the rewards, such as pay, promotions, etc. All right, and then reverent power. I love these two individuals right here. Reverent power means that they have this sense of charisma about them, right? They don't have to necessarily be at the celebrity status, but you know who they are. They're the people in your department that you just know they know everybody, and whatever they say, everybody's gonna follow. And then information is power. Let's say you know someone in this room who's like, I know the secrets to guaranteeing you a flight, right? Where you can be removed automatically on the standby list. Are you gonna follow that person? I'm like, let's go. I don't wanna wait, right? I don't wanna take my chances. So you're more inclined to follow someone who has information that no one else does. And then connection power, based on links to important people. So when Oprah Winfrey launched like Nate Berkus and all these other individuals who essentially had new products or something that's a talent that they liked, that she liked specifically, they took off. Oprah's book club was ridiculous, right? She would say, come and support this book. And literally within the first week, people would sell over 30 million copies as authors. That's how influential she was. She was that connected. All right, so the power systems. There's formal and informal, all right? Something to know is that leaders use a variety of them. All of you use them at different times, and it's good to use them. So it's important to learn how to influence people by understanding them first. And sometimes we don't pay attention to the fact that we have one mouth and two ears. There's a reason why there's more than one than the other. We are there to listen, not necessarily to just blab about how great we are. Sometimes we miss those cues, and in networking, that's huge too, by the way. You gotta listen, pay attention to who they are. So in Japan, you need to take 2 minutes in silence to examine the person's business card once you receive it before you can say anything further. Right? Check this out. And if you didn't know this, if you do not ask them questions about the business card, or you talk before the 2 minutes is over, they throw it to the ground and they walk away. So you have to have that conversation and that dialogue, because that's how much they want to know you are trying to understand them. The other thing is leverage your resources. What is your network? Right? Sometimes I may have something that John wants, right? But I may not know that until Kayla tells me it. So I say, Kayla, you know John really well, right? She's like, yeah. What does John like to do? Oh, John likes to go to Salsaria and get beers. Really? Yeah, that's his style. I'm like, oh, because I've been trying to get him to go to Starbucks forever. Starbucks, he hates coffee, right? Like, I don't know, that's not true. But like, there's an example. If I don't leverage my network and try to get to know people in their network, then I'm basically doing myself a disservice. All right, 3, smile and remain positive. So, this is my dog. She's the best creature that smiles at me every day, and this is what I come home to. This is the most amazing thing. Her name is Legacy, consequently, so she's like our mascot. And Legacy has this like unconditional thing about her where she's smiling all the time. And smiling is actually contagious, and there's a number of reasons why you should do it. It, number one, boosts your immune system. With smiling, it takes 53 muscles to smile and 10 to frown, which means what? It's easier to be mad, angry, upset, have mean, sour faces, right? But it's harder to smile, so it takes a conscious effort. And this is just the remaining positive piece that I was talking about. It's monitoring your thoughts, so avoiding putting toxic things into your mind. So if my thoughts is I'm thinking of being an entrepreneur, my guy who wants to start a business, right? And my belief is I want to be, let's say I want to do a bakery. My belief is I'm going to be the next cake boss, okay? My words need to be, check out my baked goods. They are the best in town. You're going to love my cupcakes and my cookies and my white vanilla cake. My actions are going to be you're working to create recipes that produce the best results, right? And therefore, my destiny is to become one of the best bakers. You see how that works? That works in the reverse, by the way. If you think, oh, I suck at this, that all manifests itself through your belief system, and then also ultimately through your actions and your destiny. You don't realize that, but other people do. And then this next one is surround yourself with eagles. Eagles are the highest bird that can ever fly out of all the other bird species. They go up to 15,000 feet and fly up to 65 miles per hour. So, but eagles, they're the highest bird, which means what? They see over what? Everything. So you need to associate yourself with other eagles. People may not always respect your morals and values, but they'll respect you if you keep them. I cannot tell you how many times I've seen people just compromise who they are for the sake of a position, for the sake of a job, or for benefits and titles, and they're so unhappy, and then people know you're fake and you're unauthentic. You have to stay convicted to your values.